Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Lost Island. So today we're going to be doing another short little guide. So with the new DLC map for Lost Island came 3 new creatures, one of them being the Amargasaurus. In taming those, you need sweet cakes, and 2 of the resources are kind of hard to find on this map. One of them is tree sap. There's 2 different places you can get that at. One is over in the desert from Joshua trees, and the other one is actually setting up the tree taps on the redwoods. So we'll go through both of those. And then honey is the other resource that's kind of hard to find. There aren't beehives on all the trees in the redwoods like on the other maps. So I found a couple locations that I usually go to. So we'll take you by those, show you the coordinates, and then hopefully that'll help you get that stuff made up. Stuff that we're going to need today is some of the bug spray. Going to need a chainsaw. You can use a pick instead, but chainsaw kind of works better. A little bit of gas, a full set of ghillie, some of the grappling hooks, and a crossbow for those. A tree sap tap, and one of the tree platforms. And that's kind of it. Let's go ahead and get this stuff on now, before I forget. And the first place we're going to head over to is over in the desert. And I'm sure there's a couple locations for the Joshua trees. I'll just take you to the location that I usually go to. We'll grab some of those, and then everything else we're going to do is going to be over here in the redwoods. So I will see you in the desert. Alright, so we're just over here in the desert. Dude, there's a ton of wolves and everything else around here. But these are some of the Joshua trees. And where we're at is roughly 94.0 and 79.6. Bottom right down there. You kind of see us down there at the bottom of the map. And you can use a pick on these. You can use a hatchet. A chainsaw works the best, so you get the most from it. There we go. We got 8 from 1 on that. Sometimes you get a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. I believe it's 4 sap for each one of the sweet cakes, so you need quite a few of them. And this is the only place I've seen the Joshua trees at. I haven't seen them anywhere else in the desert. I mean, there might be, but this is kind of like the best place to come for it. But we'll head over to the redwoods. Over there, we can set up the tree platform and then the tree taps and get sap that way too. I'll show you about that. And that's where we're going to be finding the honey at. So we'll kind of do all that in one location. Alright, so we're just over here at the redwoods. We'll show you about the tree sap tap before we do the honey. This is a horrible place to land, man. There's a lot of stuff around. So what you want to do is get your tree stand out. Clip it on wherever it wants to. And you do have to have that out to be able to get the honey, right? Or to be able to get the tree sap. Then all you got to do, get one of the taps. And there you go. You can usually put 4 on each tree. And make sure once you put it down, you open it to activate it, because a lot of times it won't actually start getting the tree sap until you actually go into the inventory of it one time. But it kind of takes a while. That's another way to get the tree sap. I find the Joshua trees a lot easier. And the thing is, our honey is right over here as well. So again, we are in the redwoods, so man, watch out for flying thylas. You've got the baboons around, you got the bugs, there are troodons. And as for the honey, the best place I found it is right here. So you got, rough coordinates are 51.4 and 44.8. That'll lead you right here. As you can see, there's some on that tree. There's a couple on that tree. We've got some on the ground right there. And there's 2 other locations over here that has it on the ground. One right there, and one right there. And these hives are always here, man. Very, very simple to get it from. So all you gotta do is make sure nothing's around. Use a little bit of your bug spray. Use one of your grapples, climb up. And there you go. 5 honey for each one. So it's not too bad, man. I'll show you one more location around here that has honey too, depending on how much of it you're going to need. It takes a while for it to start producing more, right? Whenever you get done collecting from it. So right through the trees here, there's another location that has a bunch of them usually on the tree. Right here. Rough coordinates for this tree is 50.4 and 43.7. And then there's another one right here usually. And right up on the little mountain over here should be another tree that has usually 2 to 3 of them on it. Right through here in the clearing. On this tree right here. Yeah, there we go. There's 2 more on there. And the coordinates for this tree are 48.1 and 43.1. So it's not too bad, man. There's a lot of trees over here that has them. I haven't found too many of the trees scattered throughout. I know over by the castle that's kind of in the middle over there, there's like absolutely none. I couldn't find any at all. So it kind of made it difficult when I was first trying to find honey for making my sweet cakes and stuff. But we are going to go ahead and leave this one here. Hopefully you find that information useful, and you'll definitely need those sweet cakes for taming up the Amargasaurus. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.